Hello, fellow enjoyers of the AFL. It's Matt here with another SUPERCOACH video. And get a load of this. Yeah, we didn't get 2,000 this week, but we did manage to drop 2,000 ranks. So, yeah, no, a really shocking end to the bye rounds. Yeah, very, very poor. Top 4%, that is disgusting. Let's go into the team. Let's see what went wrong. So we had 18 players. So no, cover for bad scores. So, Clary's 32, Clark's 31, Fife's 43. We just had to suck it all up. Yeah. Green got 153, so that's cool. Ridley scammed me for another year in SUPERCOACH. That might be like the third or fourth time. I don't know how many times he's scammed me, but he's done it again. Good on you, bro. Yeah, it's just not good. It hasn't been good. I think McKercher being out for another round was a killer. That might have been another 60 or 70 points down. I reckon he would probably got a 90 or so. And we look at the rounds. When did he drop out? When did McKercher stop playing? Like how long has it been? Like it feels like way too long. Round nine against Gold Coast, which his ball use was excellent that game. And against St Kilda. Let's have a look. When did it all go downhill? So round 10 was okay. It was actually pretty decent, right? And then after that, yeah, zoom down. Down pretty much, apart from one decent week there, down pretty much every round. So especially during the bye rounds, it's been a big loss to have, a 90 average, I know it's a 75 there, but on the half back line, he's averaging 90 plus. Anyway, he's going to be back this week. He, in 3 quarters of footy, got 30 plus disposals in the VFL, just had the ball on a string. So I can imagine he's going to go back to that in the AFL. And I hope that as a SUPERCOACHer. As a North Melbourne fan, I actually don't know if it's what's best for the team, to be honest with you, because Darcy Tucker's a bigger body, probably works a bit better in the back line. But for SUPERCOACH purposes, I need you, Coach, to go back there. Anyway, let's go into changes this week because, yeah, they need to happen. So Fraser is going to go. And so I'll run you through the first scenario of what I'm thinking. It's a pretty stock standard 1 up, 1 down situation. We're going to move Dowling into the middle. We're going to go lowest price, Kynan Brown, or whichever other 102 player. Might be Max Hall, might be Geordie Payne, whoever it might be. And then Kynan Brown into the midfield. We're bringing in the big boy, Charlie Cherno. Who is remarkably consistent as a SUPERCOACH scorer for a key forward, which is really impressive. He'll come in for Fife there. Fife will be our extra. Dowling, Brown, Darcy Jones might be back in soon. So they'll be our extras. But yeah, the thing that appeals to me with Charlie Curnow is he's got Richmond this week, so you'd think that should be a decent scoring opportunity. And Dylan Grimes is out, so I don't know if he was already out, Dylan Grimes, but it's just another key defender that won't be on Curnow. Yeah, look at these scores, man. Like there was a 59 against Collingwood against a good team, and then the rest just very solid for an F6, and for a key forward as well who can he has some high ceiling games as well. Hasn't shown it this year, but he does have high ceiling games in the Arsenal. Like, here we go, 154 against the Bulldogs, 186 against West Coast, who, there you go. See, those 2 games right here, West Coast and St Kilda, they could be, whoa, the sun just went away. You guys see that? We've got darkness once again. Yeah. I don't know. So those 2 games are what really appeals to me, along with the consistency for a key forward. Anyway, that's scenario 1. We're going to jump into the next one. If my computer wants to, come on, man, come on. Oh, here we go. It was hiding from me. All right, and we're going back up there. So In the other scenario, Fraser still gets traded, but Took Miller makes way as well, and you probably have a pretty decent idea who's going to come in, and that is Connor Rozee, who will be an extremely popular pick this year, or trading this week. Sorry, I'm going to sub Dowling there, and then we're going to go with Captain Jai. Captain Jai. So pretty much what happens here is it's just really what do I value the most? Actually, no, not even. Who's going to score higher? So Rozee and Simpkin, and do I value the fact that I can keep Jai Clark, who can give us those nice little 31s on the bench, or do I want Curnow and Miller? Now, I'm in two minds. I think Simpkin, his last 2 weeks have been excellent, right? And he's got a very low break even, so he's a very easy to jump off of if we need to. But it's against West Coast, who bad team, and against Melbourne, who are playing with it's a shallow midfield now with Oliver not being at his best clearly, and we've got Sparrow in there. You've got Pickett in there, who's not a big body. Who else? Rivers, who actually had a really good game. But actually, since I'm talking about their midfield being poor, right? Let's have a look at what's the DVP in the last 5 games for last 5 Supercoach against Melbourne. I'm curious. Are they as bad as I think they are right now? No, not that bad. Not the worst. Not the worst. Let's go last 10 games. Let's see if that changes anything. Shout out to DFS for doing the Supercoach scores as well, man. For this. Where are they? Oh, so the last 10 Supercoach, Melbourne have been bad. Good for other opposing teams inside mids. But last 5, there must have been a couple swing games in the 5 before the last 5 to make that the case. So yeah, and look at this West Coast. That's yeah. So he's done 2 big scores against teams who have at this stage weaker midfields. So how much can we buy in? How much can we buy into these good scores from Simpkin? We've still got him open now. Let's have a look at his previous years, right? So 2023, he got a 79 average from, does it show how many games? No. You know what? Stuff the Supercoach weird look that it's got. Let's go DFS. This is much better. And we can have a little peek at the CBAs as well. So look, 2023 averaged 79 Supercoach, 60% CBAs. So he did have a lot of CBAs. The previous years, right, with even more CBAs, 90, 97, 95. I think that is the best you're going to get for Simpkin. And I think he's not the first option midfielder for North, but he is. I think it probably complements his game being the 3rd or 4th best because he's not the biggest or strongest or anything like that. So, yeah, that's about what you could expect for him. And it's interesting that the adjusted here is 88. So it's actually not too bad the previous year as well, whatever that adjusted means. The sort of nothing pops up there. Anyway, look, so those are the 2 options. And I'm kind of leaning towards this one. So let's have another look at Rozee, right? And no, we're not going through Supercoach. We're going through this. Let's have a quick look at Rozee, right? Now, his games prior to his injury. 1, 2, 3. So these games. All right. So the next game, injury affected against Collingwood. He was en route for a big score there against the Saints. Actually, no, this game wasn't injury affected. No, he just sucked. All right, these two injury affected games. Third one injury affected. This one, still 60% CBA. So you could argue, his first game back. Maybe you don't count it towards the score, but I will. If we don't, 108, 104. That's around about the mark we're looking at. This game against Collingwood was a bit of an anomaly, you could say. And if this game was also a bit of an anomaly, he averages 115. So, look. So, let's go between a 104 and a 115 for Connor Rozee. And now, how about our boy, the Mill Dog? The Mill Dog, right? So, in previous years, so last year, 97. Previous years, 220s, right? So that's some nice little history right there. His CBAs sort of varied a little bit. He had that one game where he was tagged out by Windhager. Let's if we don't count that Windhager tag game, this is what he's averaged for me. I traded him in on a 89. Yeah, I traded him in there. He's averaging a 106 with the tag game, a 102. So it's not that much of a downgrade. Yeah, in fact, it might even be a slight upgrade. It might even be a slight upgrade. And Rozee is the captain of Port, and I think that it must play on his mind the fact that they suck so bad right now. Like that game against Brisbane was deplorable. Like a midfield of yourself, Butters and Horne-Francis and Wines, a Brownlow medalist, can't match it with Brisbane's midfield. Like, and their midfield is good, but that would have rocked him, I reckon. So with that in mind, I think this is the way I'm going to go. I think it's going to be Rozee and Simpkin. I've talked myself into it now. But yeah, what's going on with Will Dawson's in the... I don't want him there. I want him back. There's one thing with this when you do optimize, you get problems like this. I'll fix that up later. I want Dawson back in the defense so I can switch Fisher back if I need. Because the idea this week, Bont might not play. So if that's the case, we've got Fife as a little backup. We can do that. We can do Oliver as a loophole because he plays the first game. He isn't trusted with on-field duties at the moment. And it would have to be between Oliver and Clark if Bont's out. So if Bont gets a 32, we back him in. We take that loop score. And who am I even? Actually, yeah, for Bont, yeah, of course. So if the Bont's out, he'll go in for Bont. If not, I can loop Bont I can loop Oliver and Fife. And who will be the loop? We'll get Sad El Hawley back into the midfield to make that happen. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to go with this week. We're full primo to an extent. Hopefully Kirch, a lot is riding on Kirch, coming back and having the role. And you would think that will be the case, because North, as much as I want to win games, I think, giving this guy some reps with the footy so he can, better acclimatise to the pace of the game, I think that is more important in the long run than, having a stronger defence and winning games. In my opinion, I don't know. That's just me. And this is also, the SUPERCOACH are talking as well. Let's be fair. Anyway, that's the plan. Captains and vice captains this week. Houston is coming up against the Saints, so that's an option. Marshall is coming up against Port, against Soldo and Sweet, which is another option. So hopefully, Marshall, please, a 160. I need one of those beautiful 160s you were given earlier. So that's an option as well. And then, okay, so they're the captain option in my opinion. Zeret, VC against Geelong. VC against Geelong. And then into Marshall or Houston. Look, I think I need to take a risk. Actually, Gorn demolished McInerney last time, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's just be smart. Let's just be smart and do that. I think that's probably a smart thing to do. But yeah, look, I may change my mind and just VC merit. Um, we'll see. We'll see how we go. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, just want to sneak over to leagues quickly. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on in my cash league? Not cash league. Sorry, no. In the league that I made with my mates. How sad is this, man? Just come on, man. Ugh. Ugh. That's just a league that I make every year. The Josh Bootsma league. Oh no. I've been a consistent first in this. How's that dude? Where'd the 8 point swing come from with this dude? Anyway. Oh, so I'm second now in the cash league. That sucks. And the Scottfather league, which I was third in at one point, I'm ninth. 8 and 6 and ninth. And the thing that kills me, I was watching a video of his today, and he's like, it scrolled up to about here, and I didn't see my team. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, we need to get a W this week so we can jump up the rankings, and maybe my team name will pop up on Abs Magic's video. Yeah, shout out to him, man. He's the GOAT when it comes to this sort of content. Anyway, Draftland Detour. I beat Sammy Sprinkler, as we can see over here. My good friend Jimmy Drossos. He didn't even try this week. And I did no pickups this week. So now it's just trying to figure out which of these gazillion forwards I have, which ones I like the most. At this stage, I think Flanders, Fisher, Bolter, and Bedford, they're the ones that I'm really confident in keeping. And also Zach Williams might get the forward line status as well, so he's sort of chilling there as well. Sparrow, a solid 68, getting more inside midfield time. Jordan, I think it depends who he versus on a week-to-week basis. If he covers a defender, I don't think he's as good. This week he's going to verse Jordan Clark, who he tagged earlier in the year, and I don't know if he got a 75, so that's all right. But if he's playing like half forward, unless he scores a goal, I'm not really that comfortable with fielding him at the moment. I think he's more of a loop option, and he would be a good loop option now that I think about it, because you would think that they'd have a lot of early games. I know they don't. Anyway. But yeah, look, I think this video, considering how bad my team's gone, I don't know how this video went so long. I guess there's a lot to talk about. Not that I didn't want it to be this long. I don't want to talk about how much my team sucks. But anyway, appreciate you guys if you got this far and you're still listening. Good luck for the rest of the season. Hopefully your full primo sides are looking better than mine. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later. Bye.
Give up. Just quit. Because in this life, you can't win. Yeah, sure, you can try. But then you're just going to lose. Big time. Because the world is run by the man. The man. You don't know the man?